Hey Aries, I hope you're doing well. I'm burning a little bit of sage here to clear the energy before we start your reading. I'm recording this on December 27th, so this is going to be for the end of 2021 and the start of 2022 for you. Let's start with an oracle message here and see what we have. We're in Capricorn season. I want to thank everybody who's been watching my channel for all the subscribes, likes, shares, and comments. I really appreciate it. I really enjoy doing these tarot readings, so I'm glad that people are watching it and enjoying it as well. Okay, Aries, what do we have for you? This card wanted to come out here. It's number 4. And with this card, there's 2 messages. There's the idea that possibly between generations, passing things on from generations where you see things through a common eye, a common perspective, sharing the way that you perceive something here. It's almost like teaching the next generation, or possibly vice versa, the younger generation showing the older generation a way of interpreting something here or looking at something. The other thing it could be is how your perception changes through time, when you're young versus when you're older here, how you might see something through a different eye. So there's a strong message here about how you perceive things, how you view things, either between generations or throughout your lifetime, how something may have changed here. Okay, Aries, let's move on to the tarot. Let's see what we have. We have 3 decks here waiting. I have a bunch of candles burning right now, and the energy feels really good. Okay, one more and we'll get started. Okay, what do we have for Aries? Aries, please. What do we have here? The 10 of Pentacles reversed. For me, that's a common signifier for a change in home, possibly leaving the home or just thinking about getting a new home, changing where you live. It could be a few other things too. There's something about possibly instability or a big cost, something that could be costly here. You have the Lovers reversed. Could be about instability in a love connection here. Or it could be about a decision. Someone's having a hard time making a decision here about maybe where to move or where to live, or something relating to stability or home. You have the Knight of Swords reversed. It's a lot of cards that came out here. I'm just going to take the first one that came out. You have the 6 of Wands. Okay, that's positive. There will be success here. There will be victory. And then you have the 9 of Wands. So that's your overall energy right now, Aries, 9 of Wands. Something's made you stronger. You're thinking about, for some of you, this isn't going to resonate for everybody, but for some of you, you might have been like the victim of like burglary. That's kind of what I'm getting here with that Knight of Swords reverse, 10 of Pentacles reverse. This 9 of Wands is like putting up a wall. I'm getting like you might be thinking about how to secure something here. That's not going to be for everyone, and that's not the only message here, okay? For some of you, there's instability in some kind of a partnership or a love connection here. Looks like somebody made a quick escape. Somebody ran away quickly or disappeared quickly here. But you're coming up with the 6 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. So there's victory after something that's challenged you and made you stronger here. There's strength and perseverance, and there is going to be some kind of recognition or success here, some kind of victory. You might be getting a lot of attention, especially over the next few days. A lot of people might be giving you attention or seeing you as somebody who they want to speak to, or that you have something that you can offer to them. And you're coming off as very strong here as well. There is, with this 9 of Wands, there is something here about putting up a wall or some kind of, someone wants to be protected here. It could be that you are spiritually protected at this time as well, because it looks like whatever happened here in this recent past energy was a little bit rough. And that for some of you, that might be, to say the least. Okay? Could possibly be Whoever made this quick departure here could be a Gemini, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, doesn't have to be. But your energy's looking good and you're going to be successful with something here, okay? What else do we have? I'm curious to see how that oracle card's going to tie into this reading, and I do have a new pendulum here, a crystal pendulum. So what I may do is try to tie that oracle card to a certain part of the tarot spread here using the pendulum once we have a full layout. So stay tuned for that. Someone here with gray hair, or they're starting to go gray. Okay, you have the moon. Could be emotional instability here. Ten of Pentacles reversed, moon. You have the Five of Wands under the Lovers. Too much fighting. Too much arguing, fighting. High Priestess reversed under the Knight of Swords reversed. It's like somebody wanted to get away quickly or end something quickly, or it was like short-lived success possibly because there was something off. There was something off with... Something didn't feel right. Possibly Spirit didn't want this situation to continue as well. Yeah, the Five of Cups reversed. And that's under the Six of Wands, so that's good. And then you have Temperance here. The fire energy is looking good for you. The only thing that I don't really like here is with whatever situation this was, that Five of Wands, which doesn't have to signify your energy at all. But it just shows that it's under the Lovers reversed. In this partnership here, there was a lot of fighting. It wasn't a good, happy partnership here because there was a lot of fighting. I'm getting emotional instability here, or possibly somebody didn't have financial stability and they kept it hidden, or they had some kind of problem with money that they didn't really like to make known here. Six of Wands, Five of Cups reversed. So there is success, there is victory, there is recognition, and it comes after some kind of a release from the sadness or the loss here. There's change. You have Five of Wands, Five of Cups reversed. So 5-5, there is change here. This change is what's going to bring you victory. And the change is about releasing. Like, I'm getting a lot of this stuff in the past. Possibly you were led into something too with that Knight of Swords reverse, High Priestess reverse. You might have been in this situation and it might have led to some kind of a spiritual awakening, or you had some kind of spiritual moment. In the departure here, in whoever this was, there was like a quick departure, and there might have been some kind of a spiritual shift for you as well. What I'm getting with that Knight of Swords reverse, High Priestess reverse, okay? You have the Temperance under the Nine of Wands, so everything is kind of balancing out for you here. Like, your emotions are balancing out. There's brighter days ahead, but there is like, whatever you went through made you stronger, and there's a level of guardedness. Again, it could just be spiritual protection here as well, but there's some kind of success after release from the, like, trying to make sense of something that it was hard to make sense of it for a while, and you might have been hung up on it for some time here, but there's a release from it as well. Release from emotional disappointment or loss or feeling of lack. And that leads to this success here and this balancing out. There's also no more stillness here. There was a stillness for a while. There might have been like emotional stillness or even like a numbness I'm getting as well. And now it's like there's this beautiful amount of when something happens, like you just let yourself feel it here. It's not overwhelming. It's just like the right amount of like feeling things like drop by drop, and things are looking much better for you. Much happier, brighter days. Could be also because the spiritual awakening has occurred and set in. Okay, what else do we have here for Aries? You have the Knight of Swords reversed again. If you watch my readings I can't even talk right now. Regularly, you'll notice that with my readings, a lot of signifier cards that are prominent for your energy will come up more than once. And that's why I use multiple tarot decks, okay? So for you, the Knight of Swords reverse is coming up a lot. It's a quick departure. Very quick ending here. Someone like vanishing, quick departure. There was some kind of instability because of all of that as well. When I get tongue-tied too, that's kind of, and I just tongue-tied to TTT. When I get stuff like that, that's part of the message as well. Everything in the recording, everything in the reading might have an implication for somebody out there, whether it's something I see in the cards or hear, vision, or touch, or some kind of something that's not normal for me. It's part of the reading for you as well. So I got a little tongue-tied, and I said something that was TTT. I don't know if the letter T, it could be someone whose name starts with the letter T here, or there's something with the letter T or a word that starts with T. Strength reversed. There was a lot of fighting because somebody didn't want to be in this connection anymore. Lovers reversed, 5 of Wands, Strength reversed. Somebody didn't want to be in it anymore. 7 of Wands reversed. And with this abrupt ending here, somebody wasn't given a chance to explain themselves or to get, like they wanted to have some kind of conversation. Somebody here wanted to step up and kind of have an understanding, have a conversation here. And that connects in with this High Priestess reversed, 5 of Cups reversed. It's like, it made you think, why did it end like this? And then maybe you got some kind of catalyst to look into some kind of spiritual light being shed on the situation, possibly looking into things like tarot as well, that would count. But with that 5 of Cups reversed, it's like you never got a chance to get clarity or conversation or kind of understand what was happening here with this abrupt ending here and somebody just wanting to leave and not give an explanation and then trying to make sense of it with that 5 of Cups reversed with the labyrinth head. That's always my signifier card in all my decks here. It's that one card that's like trying to make sense of something that it might not really make sense. It's like a labyrinth, you try to find your way out, but the only way out is the way you got in. It's like you just kind of have to backtrack and just let it be. Seven of Swords upright. Devil reversed. You're better off here. You're definitely better off here. Someone was very flighty. Someone was flighty and they had some kind of either emotional instability here, or they had problems with money that they weren't sharing, they weren't upfront about. There was too much fighting because someone didn't want to be in the partnership. Their abrupt ending without any kind of talk at the end or any kind of closure. Like there's no closure here with that 7 of Wands reversed under the Knight of Swords reversed, High Priestess reversed. There's no closure. There was something missing because there was no closure here and you tried to make sense of it. But I see you succeeding because you just kind of get over it and release it and realize that the most possible explanation here is because someone was up to shady behavior. Someone was up to no good. And possibly they just did this to get a reaction out of you. They might have left some things behind too. With that 10 of Pentacles reversed, maybe they left the home and they left some of their belongings behind. And you're just kind of like, ew, what do I do with these belongings here? Devil reversed, you're better off without them. You're releasing from something that's no good. It's toxic. There's problems here. There's some kind of negative behavior associated here. I'm getting it could be an air sign for you, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. If it is Gemini, very strong here, but Aquarius and Libra could be as well. So that's what I have. I want to see, I'm going to use the pendulum now. I want to see how that Oracle card with 4 connects in. It could also be, I'm just getting instinctively now looking at it, 4 is the number of like commitment, the 4 of Wands is the twin flame energy card. So I'm getting, and especially since you're a fire sign, I'm getting like maybe you perceive a connection here differently because time has gone by and now you look at it differently, and that's why it was trying to make sense of something that you didn't really have any closure on, and then you just had to decide, okay, someone just did something to get a reaction out of me, or they had their own agenda here and it wasn't in my best interest. So I feel like that's what it could be about. Like you look at it differently. Like in the past when you were younger, or like when the relationship was younger, you looked at things differently here. But somebody just, you're realizing that they have some kind of issues here. Now, I haven't really done it like this before. Usually I just do a yes or no. But I want to see what's going to go on here. Okay, it's really, really pulling towards the 6 of Wands. You're gonna have success here. You might be getting a lot of attention. It was really pulling towards the Six of Wands. Wild. Yeah. Six of Wands was the strongest energy I got out of the whole thing, so. There is going to be victory for you. There is going to be success. You're going to get a lot of attention, is what I'm seeing, and it's because you're coming off as someone who has something different, something unique to offer here. Or possibly they lead with passion, is another thing I'm getting here. But this experience made you a lot stronger, and you're a lot more balanced without whatever this was. So that's what I got for you, Aries. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot for watching, and take care.